منسولان دياغون بقولو لقطات كالبلا بعض ما ديري غنمو ولا التوتا غدا مرالو واسي غدا غلطات البلو اللي غدو ديوس البلو يبلو للدار سرجيد المرا روبا ينغرا وتمل على ارجيد واسي غدو يو امنيتي غاي غدا مرا سولم لوك نو سامل مو غدرا التوتا دو تيالتي على بدو سوسرا يبدول مركلاي مارو بقول بلاو بيلون بيركلاي مار مسيل بلاو President of the Senate Rokons Paulis Marogul Senators, Speaker Anastasio Marogul Delegates, Justice Ngiraigalau Marogul Justices, Governors, Speakers, Togobets, Susur Gid Marabek Ladder Belau, and Arcela Blur Belau, Mangara Clara Blur Belau, Alcid, Luknos Il, Tunil Mortial, the program again. Egida Arterial Tutam Mal Mrenga Suler, Minister of Onget, Area Minister Udui, Minister Werbelau. Minister Matur, Minister Aitaro, Tirigalo Bongeda, Ambassador Adalbay, Terida Blashabal, Dirigan Mal Togobetsero Sangarida, Maria Weekly Lieutenant Weekly Antonio, Gawar said anti-human trafficking Argid, Madrigal President of Veterans Association, Mr. Yimang, Clarence Masayos, and Dirigal Umtera Veterans of Bongeda to Command Sudan. Tirigal Kuntial Tale, Muranga Suler, Media Lovanget, Muranga Sulam, Mr. Soleil, Mr. Soladao, Mr. Clima, Dirigal, Mr. Uludon, Sulangal Merela to Tom, Adadu, Gaswase, Rura, the continuing Disoganma, Potekwa, Tal, and Mr. Other veterans. Look, the ball announced Agel, close to trail the program, Ma activities that are going on. Maria, of course, announcement and Maran and each other what Bolselo is what's happening this week.
Okay, come on, Sulang Tiangon. Okay, Sulang President Sulate Alan Moswamal May, Mergon Vice Rahmal, el Cloud to Trail, Mral May, el Program Veterans Affairs, Ma Elal 28, Ma 29 Al Buil. Veterans Affairs Claims Outreach, Elmer Belao. Tumera Sel Mututara 28, Tumsil Mara Hotel, and Bergong 1 o'clock at the Morsel Vasio Hospital, Tiale Community Guidance Center. Al Margi, El receive a claim at the regular time, Maria. Access to Tilmora via database Munsabil, Loisa Starus, I get claims to Tira, our veterans, some fighters that I got previous times to Seralaway. Matamera 28, 29, 1 o'clock 28, Telmo 5, next day at 29, Tumera 8, Naringin Mogar 8 o'clock. Say terrible. Sabel fluctuate mle ako mle request was sabel di mo mregara ay telmo 12 or 1 o'clock monti moyor aradel veterans sabel may maul mong mal luil tal presidenta I got previous 2 times ra lemay selbe bilang say last year veterans o de wal mel was te dirigat tilang magrang mo the trial urge rather was put aside at that time first come first serve Modora Sulela Minister MHSS el those pairs the community guidance center itiang aong del time tira mabrurni mong important trigel mlay file a claim rigel previous 2 times silbe bilet ang mawabiel mal in takes about 30 days ay gale mail arrive mergo musel trial figure out was ang rastarus ra claim steering namo too late belang ang ngwil teal lesel metriga ang area through wifi hospital et access other database ra VA mung sabir online et mom tingel was ang rastarus ra claim steering mal sum kum le file a claim ngani a question gal ger claim bergau mer segi del time ra elal 28 ma 29 ra ay gale the regular short time edik edel was ngani ay gale advisory committee forming a VA mangale nobertiano ge de a obter bela ora Sige Advisory Committee. Last Friday, ngani a virtual meeting ra sel subcommittee tege ligang bang agi mo ringi ra ngara 8 to 9 di 1 hour. At time bela 8 to 9. Nedreglo si sul time tege the Advisory Committee amla rulia survey di 1 page form survey. Agi oba ka piringi magi mo ngul postering sele Facebook page ra mam. Directly short time it triggers sorry hard copies will contact agi email malu bagi text sige del mo il ngani a series of questions ma propose the solution by the problems il tira agi that ma identify mong agi tiadir tilo dre agi iru real tutau tegi del survey form mong agi real ogele el Friday agi mom dengel was how much time we have to complete the questionnaire submit the more veterans affairs mong ngora amral mo kopto activity tege mo ora asule mer tege el teal el mosam el me mo kong embassy mora abulur bela was tege del mral bel la claims outreach mal importante mal medical del veterans del tactical beneficiary el referir our veterans mal gir our veterans el leader temela ud mal me quaria question til was to qualify the momla benefits el may mal the only way you can find out to ask a question me say ya mong di sige am la sakal yang al sumani agere agi I'm not outside the table was a girl a Clarence answer.
Oh, di mere kadi mlu to di clarify set claims seng ayang medical issue marwa other benefits or
Ayer igay rogul sem qualified for some prior service ayel service related. Paluben dia mo ngek masikawa mlaumring la imam but you don't know masik maybe it was service related and sa MMM kumododur tail counselors and they'll help you magimal encourage sa peklar veterans no matter what your status is hindi mo mes tilk mase so you'll have a ideal was mara they'll give you a good advice so mal encourage sa pekal veterans ngar belaw and well more sige del time ay mam sulang
tamal telang a veteran sa bela elang tikan mula bari wording
Aki ola ba 147 ang akla. Agi estimate was tangara over 300 ang arbelaw. Elang tangari tirigel elmle sign up serve 2 years eto se lo ibera tame do tire to kora feel was in the veterans to serve mong so they're qualified veterans was lugar nga clearance was altang argi benefits tiri qualified for malumay agi mal encourage sa rogul la del ngarbela el serve US military la access sa tagi del opportunity
ya sulang president ngirmang klau to tela akprang sula media ng artia na mga sayam si lo ay sira drablu lagi da so encourage our local veterans bol aware egal benefits tire bol wasagel te al mostir kadiri kan badenge lo ase under current arrangement egal medical benefits atibul restricted medical sa dangar bela malay egal benefits ma taram leurer tial veterans association mal every time ngari khodel may malubang yidil negotiation ete dio maklat kergi de drio maklat kert blue ram regel and that's why mlamoria an oberta drio partition committee lo hace ali la como vertical veterans el kira egal FAS so the cell device ni hace cell le propose del language la compacta amo address egid issue our veterans el medical benefits tir se ngara blue belo mala egal FAS. Of course, I'm sure you have questions later, but the say go to Territorial Association, support them, and if you have any years of service, please come out and get see the counselors. So, sula. The sa oh.
Tiedra awan information como le mencioné mal importante todo nglia. Elang even elal chills ngari trigger members ra kala ngal minister health alam tongli tet tiga ngara arms the staff for armed services committee al melmo tour hospital multitasking tira di at tumle request wa seme gi pometer tir magi pometer tira aeroplo era stata tegi delle visit hospital mo bra la a congress ambrigel mo government ambrigel mo realize was etia trigal el veterans ngara gi del FA states away al togoramla mo moitra dronela igal al formality was a US jurisdiction and outside the US jurisdiction ng aktel mo. Sige dia mo kuha di soal edring mo igal dilong.
Yeah, and one of the things that we made it clear to Veterans Affairs, Madrid, el Secretary of Defense, siya ko meter tira kasi Madrid al mal swadan bruri. And go just tigal veterans aling 300 tangar belo. Di I'm sure the boram brigelang ngal tiral telael. En soda lut el mermen din dal sil mermer sum de kalung legal tela legal benefits and mertir so kom sula tel association or belal tiramal blagarandir el advocate el girela yagit activity and I think we've made progress but of course there's always more to be done so sula ndimolo morale ego ko te alunum sa lieutenant Antonio maluk tibolo ay sige ya luk elal buil en anti human trafficking awareness month maguktik sa al ukhbol share gida yal activities sertir ma yeluk namrur elal talbuin sula
Kamram sulang Mr. Presidente mututal merabek klase مقمول المطلوبين عشر تلتي على المي من داقي بلول توب المرابوين دي تيامل غدا داول بول رقمام تياجيت المانذرا بلم بروكليمرين الواشن انتا هيومن ترافيكينج اويرنس مانذ المشاهدة التربنيل ما انفستيجيشن را تغرا هيومن ترافيكينج ما لبون بيبل ترافيكينج تيا ايشول داقل شاد ما بتغل ادم دغلي را بلور بلاو ما يسبر نيدل تال الملاسم الادرس تال يشول مرا اربك الادر بلاو دي غالشان ميشن دي تا مالور المون اندي مرا لا يغيدل تقرا ترافيكينج اللي مرا المقلوع شاب الواد ويدرن ليبور اور سكس ترافيكينج تاجيد المان دي مستر بريسيدنت مع ميديا كلودور الجيلا outreach program ma activities اللي يجيبوا مرور لما نعمل مرور يجينا لا أبرجلا anti human trafficking أقوله بيلاو basically human trafficking معلومة people trafficking أبلغ لل قضاء مغرقير البيبيرات whether through labor services or through sex work. Sel tora mangarger bebir ade kada wasen sebed logi ala blad malum qara wala rab ulaqtaq mrgo usper ade mangarger tire dia kangralung sel dul wasen labor tokol ada malubut ala ada tiga advantage ser ada ngod bulu especially mangablad tire obtetril merbela mutawrior مرقون هذا على الوجود المرجل مرالوجه وجودير معلومة تدوس بيرتيل جري لا يقال services provide ذيقا monetary gain لعين معلومة غرا benefits اللي مال بدور على سلبيلار إلى التاني إذا رجل سلقوك تقول مرات غرا sex trafficking ملعبنا before dia kadil adra ngod belum tedregal ngalinga tedregal molsus marawi jagida as victims esen mak tugu dernya wasit tangarnya belakara ngara outside America Southeast Asia al arada mo addict ra makitelgar tospegal makitelgar lomam arada mo addict emergo tospetit exploited whether through labor services orang idil ngod altletal including la sexual gratification agim lastat el modo du a school magim lamora misentir eli arangal get mal vulnerable through internet and several victims are other diakal ngal alsela blur belaw diakal mal msisi regulation gire la internet alsela blur belaw ma arangal kamal exposed المرابط بدنا لا هذا قد يلونيل بغراد ما كتب بغراد على الإنترنت يا أراد ما تبري لو سبيس يجي التعال exploit ران اللي جد لو جوا إنترنت mengarang activities el albu le gibla mamul merul medik mo ati alam sang kala amber oror officer kama dingil me introduce ringi wang nga kadiri kalau menteri ulbangge kalma terul investigators magi madite wang te ya arang lela anti human trafficking unit jadi unit ngar engwela division of transnational crime emrong mal klongara al giblangu lenja gidim tadiri kamle amendra alla alwasemo giram longora alkagi gigral unit report almora Blue Ramrigel gire la tip report assessment avec el rak emrong o sisilta magedere ka report almora olbira glulaw ragel effort sergamam el gire la recommendation asel la tip alwasen ngaragi mumrul el malas mel address ay gidele ontri adram rigel magi address el gire la moklungole la tialure led ma inlan el gire la tip report direct l'actif mo kusesel gire la babira alla mla mongo logi ba tagi de lurior batok makti mot musesei el specialist togora sentencing ulingi tradro olbil mutarilia besel alla alwasing almututak kerjala ra people trafficking adi adil bol qalbus malu lolu daudud tamlamo qalbus melu daudud rosisil time mang edire kaltara ta tingla gegi dalla albel pas adire kalmornya a minimum الولا بلالسا سوم قدم ساو daudud قدمو سل arangal sel got maximum monetary fine engwa a one half ring one half one third seguida el one third sea minimum el belsela monetary fine el giretal human trafficking which is mal clo effort seguida el investigate Mr. President but our victims seguida el mlame through tagida lobis over the years since 2018 madim kasam la mora gargaril ya lobis adre lo tirakra aigal potokol al adal dangarngil gilela United Nations lo oltrogok la material victims malsugum tegal victims are mal traumatized madaktlo tutaklen atiril mutal really vital experience ramadala gargaril ma during the process en kadamo tirakla de suira la gal sorilo tutak le omsin rata misel tutak le gadal mutulo mura ule o gera ayek todo lo mru le blodru nya tigal adal bay mo ula sele la de suira ngamada del time mo kada focus a emrogul prioritize el rase mental stability ma starus ma heldrad kad bay ko ngel jador tutak len din jador stop services provider mortir togora gurul ma canceling dilbor shagi de gulngit ma amber introducing emrgo el sauda gel bebira program dir model
malungil tutaw nga kankla Amber Osima and I am the victims advocate del officer ma'am maktimo do illegal bladunga o IC ma'am. We have started ongoing work at Tora community outreach ma capacity building initiatives. We have completed some workshops with law enforcement stakeholders, the Agim Lamora school, and then we have our upcoming outreach with the what we consider our vulnerable populations. Ngora ndakadil el alman they ongoing throughout the year. But I just want to convey an important reminder that human trafficking is not only a human rights issue, It is an issue on healthcare, a climate change issue, cyber safety issue, and many more. Intersect ra bakpadingala range of issues. Na ula giblo emphasize sa gibara blue maluba gimru la training ng ma'am. Say why it is very important that we properly address this issue because hindi detrimental to the economy but to our society as a whole. Maktingut te alle orang asulala tigal gimblo lorya lobang tetrir to kunyar other labor my immigration and our primary NGOs because without them hindi kasabel murulay karweram. A majority of our work we collaborate and we coordinate with our partners including services malubay gay to bang kama malmuratora outreach and including fostering proper investigation efforts. Mangwara dim lay gay then dim ne brief remarks ngayagir.
Sula.
Tara self-report direct specify 2023 siyam na rin niya pipilagay sa ongoing yung na-close sa mga niya what's ongoing makta kani-kani wasyang nga niya is any legal case cell 1 case ongoing siyam na rin niya charge niya or has there been any charges official mula any violators
Yeah, last reporting period of 2023 adimlak and the
So for our last reporting period, which covers the covers April or March 2022 up to 2023 of March, there was one person that got convicted, and he was after finishing his sentence, he was sent back home.
in terms of ongoing cases nga niya ongoing cases
We have ongoing cases at the moment. Yes.
medically dire kaltara talang tingil lagi sa la almil gat moklo ay gal cases sa mo under seal ay ka role victims ma angarang mo da kalkuraswa daraboy and understandable ay gal traumatization of both through hindi ka sura da really traumatized tir and ngari ongoing cases madire kal ngari other belam tedri ka susceptible and moray gagi dal lakaradala madire kal ngari ongoing case ray kay dia kada sal mal rumang sa gagi dal guys lang ngora abarotol ending effort tangari di mal gagray agili mal di tedel investigator ma amber osimal victims sa baget tarkamam agi provide the housing dire kal mal ngari aududa mal gagrel sibel provide the gora dalang clear ma clear mergot tangar bela especially foreigners kada mangira gargari tir selbol mereka decide al maral ya gisen tir mal ngowi de la skill audo del provide assistance medical food al mortir dire al mal la mal l'ultura NGOs lo no ser mam provide shelter sel lo spea tokra de lo
El time que do mesara aklungel klakang godang al dimrael mokloe. Yang aring itial recent case ng kal adra sinal miltamal mang kada aro dere lang. So ngaring ya el alora la klakang godang al mokloe ngaring ya ako ramlamang ot arawreri ulo mesel kirel segi de lo sekelel tial tora human trafficking lobangkel tial tora klakang godang al maral mokloe.
Almaral tokoy omsindra victim sergida adrango del blue bang tiagal talamal the expect ngar mata del mrei akad expect el muguro lo bangela economy wabek el blue ma travel adrango del blue medrur bela malugut mekkir bela agi kaltmok le namutelgi bilgora mius amadamam Michael bebira training el gibla boringir over the years adire galwam la mamadamam el girela وعشان راح شبه المرول البريفنت ما راح شبه الرمي بسود الوجير هاي قاعد الديشير هذا المسوي يسبه الديشير هذا المسوي يسبه الديشير ريبورت ما قلونين ma vulnerability ra ar adal marara da longle la egal bulu mangwai sheyid lora la egan mil moklo il disila foreigners el may o se tam exposure other belol more outside ang meso is ba pekul badingen la tele la crime ma role la kada kamita crime
Adi to question nga ki ako ta kakula set atel victims sa anti-trafficking mostly around to bulu. Ting ngayar other belaw. Kamle mention ra lalakaran mo involve ra cellball by cell nga niya victims and other belawing how are they treated differently than as a human trafficking alubang to fall under a different category.
Jaka klaka crucial victims rogui abai gora advantage victims el other belau abiota carry ring and morty beota ma tele investigation ngungila may wa aldu jaka do lo with la dosiga translator ma molmu tratora de long ok mon beota skela de long ok ma housing ma victim sergi da telgi bil bay beota da handler ti rabai victim serang odar bulu
Le mention ra selva say under seal sing ngala ngara sel ne pas la require under seal ngaringi understand the self protector victims the pesal is kukisang is media sometimes sell the report taigang hindi na serve as a deterrent particularly as kuma sentencing wangarang ngayon role lang sa release sa information protect the victim but at the same time kung inform ra lula sa igang ngaring iltol marahil sa edotop dahil kay kita tokoy
Why say beto kabek peding la role le kadam ay cycle tokol morabulu jakal se serili dultu la awaseng ngaring ongoing gay se victim batte largile ngana en so de los statistics sa gel na momregal case la modru ragort seguida dregal tararole go spel mundo do adrablu a categoria ra age ma sex mendregal sebe de lo lab lo si sakla adrablu e waseng ngara a trend de wangara a kalungel tial talamal marara al selablu belaw statistics ma abebi rangot lomrul malul lagrada sebe del mat al remul al diabologi wa agora waseng tagida agechilul taute e do la ba yegi de lo si sakla adrablu agum nasum beto kaungil e ngot ara le sedologi al diabologi wa agora tokora ongoing cases.
Yeah, I think just as a follow-up, close to la CC rela mlamre ang walel ngari active unit lorol gire klakang tel tokol zedro sa kadam nalmu transmisi aurera del gire tel lorol and that's I think what's important you can report them medium so perpetrators beware. I think it's close to the message that we get out there.
The last follow-up, especially on that point, mangaringa ko la ausing the crossing last they'll move from tier 2 mo to move status rigid.
Siya overall ang siya muktek. Adram rigela ulit mal help rigid tier lurior mangaringa patukal activities ma ulit ang IOM is exactly to address the move from tier 2 to tier 1. And that means that investigate and get prosecute to the full extent of the law. That's why and the world expects us to prosecute to the full extent of the law. Okay. Sulang lieutenant and sulang team leader anti-human trafficking. Ako orang asal vital saya dalam minister putu medik continue morgau ma uk Bot siya malbay ukti update sel meeting kita magala uka tetela marketing ma kumesa direktor ka youth ngartiang.
Wasya malungit ta president ma ministers ma ada Peter Roy. So kal officially announce mo sel el do lo magala partner gidra piyak ma sojits mahaneda airport amla kadana consummate sel agreement lo bentrir ma sojits mo officially marketing partner gidra shabal etamna tabdi gidra se ungil not only dire on sir gidra skojo tanamon nga sir gidra marketing se trato ko lo niya president mo sir al sign agreement ng team management team na marketing efforts namo sa edalo dakyar but namo partner PVA mong ulmu reeli tem nomre kal sign chairman doctor ma tegelu komptera sojits mona comprehensive marketing plan strategy akti suakal ko di tax modia a brief omsodel amok tigar gidra sel digital marketing atral target ra kasagilan 10 million ara shaban kora mass digital marketing el direct cloud part ringia amo malasa lo riolo bangala kakarusel airlines kitel madingat mo amral mail March April en muna 4 charters el Batik Airlines el tira direct el partner seguid el efforts dito direct lo mes seguid rokul kakarusel kora connection el Merbelao Singapore Australia Taiwan Korea sel under the agreement at tamon nga seur gida dekal dil shabal tedre kalong nga seur gida Korea sigida ko rasokal di announcer ni president o si sulta me ko kiul moratora youth el al March next month en youth day ang ara March 15 kadangal tangat ng artelo banggeda chief youth division of youth and career development Mr. Sylvester Alons mekul ni tringi melkora mosmodi segid el week ergit hindi tanga in partnership with the Ministry of Education etamla decide el mo mover sel group ne cultural awareness week ertir el mo week before segid el week ra kuk activities ra youth mgora mo wal 2 weeks el boto ka activities ra cultural aspect ringi megel kukora atalang tingin la otutel tel youth policy gid el colonia mental health malway se pay gul nitra chief mulga mosmodi ya tara close partner gid lo bangel tanga cat team mang kabong chief mosmodi sel detail ra sige del week
Monsieur le Ministre, Mr. President, tutam rada media ma adalo mesip te gidera sil kultura sus ba umula na sa gidel event te gidera March 15 recognizing il halidar will be allowed National Youth Day. Kultura sa gidel go kumsara minister nga minister of education was to the partner and make I get 2 weeks of meeting from our youth open our options sa mga ulad tigil nga school book nga community youth. With the Division of Youth and Career Development and the Bureau of Human Resource, I got mock activity will take place the week on March 11 and March 15. So start to say it on Monday and then build up by get events on March 15. Why you not more minister? Partners say the week Masara SBDC Small Business Development Center, the sister take the career development side. Madra Tagil NGO Youth, the National Youth and Other Council, el chairman Miss Bella, Miss Diray Antonio, my Ministry of Health, the Division of Human Services, my Division of Behavioral Health. So to you say the Gobat the team MOE, calendar school consideration, Dora Omanang Mesu. Like you say the theme was the start to say on Monday on mental wellness symposium. And then start their career development to 3 days and build up a job and internship fair on any other day. And then say to Friday, go 5K Youth Day walk and run, or event to commemorate the good year of good health. The presidential directive wellness executive branch. Aktiong ito talo uks modi ay galing kuk tita to say the makoroti siya siya ay galing event. So Monday March 11 our national gym. Tutan mo limita swelbo. The activity mo invite nga school. Kada email target 300 nga school. El Hafel High School ra tutaw. Mo Hafel 8th grade afternoon. the tour no or the middle minister mek was it mo speed dating event. So this say the mo go speed dating and then access to resources. Akna invite the partners in May was instead of rule the okla ngalga school or a presentation and ngalak the tel albu was by the relay station and 5 back within a station ngani theme ringi. Logi take the overall theme. So consideration melang mes melang smadam. The start that Torah overall mental wellness, community health workers, and Torah emotional intelligence, team school health, CAT team, CAT 8904, Army 8409, Army team Torah physical fitness, discipline, more family services unit, or social services available, more and then last, more division of behavioral health, Torah suicide prevention. Mental health and male theme priority health and healthy lifestyles youth policy. But then interscholastic youth forum and mental health and multi issue. This was one of the minister youth was they're aware of the issues. The vice president was going to get resources about sparing. Sige da koran rir lagal obingel te committee ngani director ngam aden YCC mo by the planner take the first day el hit the target that held logu experience maguk expertise together other hospital akmo we break up the audience and we're saying that so that program and start the interactive learning and then to school they take away something from that. So say the event to target the in-school youth. So the where I get rest of days, career development on March 12 in the morning. You say the resume writing workshop. March 13 Dress for Success workshop. Do the event and build up when we're saying the job and internship fair. Or at that level, invite go youth in our community out of school or out of job youth. I'll do the Bella youth start their national NYCC. You'll reps 16 states. Melusa bablingan our chairman and only it took more. More the resume writing Dress for Success in preparation at job internship fair. Ki moling it took more repra state. More pledge to attend the loving yellow one at risk youth in our community. Course, and I represent state. They know their communities better than I could. Mak ongit the mortiok was pledge to attend I gave the workshop. My Dress for Success was invite the one at risk youth RSVP and mertel event while Torah space so was ngani cut off was for Tuesday my Wednesday when you limit the we can accommodate them. And then I'm going to waiting list. So better go move to schedule I get the event. And build up a more job and internship fair. So we get the number National Youth and Other Council, my book states, my youth reps are last and then wrap up say the Torah Elder Youth Day 5K walk and run. The English more say the was the more morning about putting activity youth and then la division of the other Sagel Maraboy. It invited the youth in our school, out of school youth more. Kung back putting activity, physical fitness activity, wellness activity, career development activity, open and remove. The invitation is there. Information on our division of youth and career development. Mga agir, mga reach out to my ministry to the minister and president.
Finally, President, and direct al seguir el tuta Mr. Ngirman Kablol Gora Havera Sports. Ngaringi direct al partner gidra Belao Triathlon Federation, el Morning Spring Aquathlon, el Morning 1,000 meter swim, Morning 5K run lobongeda tiang, ema se obongela kadamingigair murto. El direct al Morning seguir el tutao. Ra 15 lo mo ra elol moklok ra tedo al mo 6:45 sel check in ya actual event mo ra 7 tigel ko koram sisi il ngi ga murt adere kal ngani te lil ko mo seged tara activity dige kita president sulang
Mara question
Minister Sulang Minister Teligara so sit lang ako la kasi so mi bridge lang 10 million Japanese wala market tiyan Ngani start sa elal o tiyo sa elal time effort gid ng langan at elal kada reach out to matela.
last egal imam ade amle marketing strategy gid amle cancel conventional marketing strategy mumlarnya representative gid el mitra agent mung da durtir mora jata mora Osaka fishing show seda kado ndaka bolak mong kadam strategy gid ak mo transition mora digital at the same time kada retain ngani adal retainer ngi luk mer elel mru sigito traditional marketing asya pala ko nga transition mora maklol adal dir ka require adal mong dadur ngi material ko ti ngara masilko mong dita maral tablong ding diakal sar klo budget gid mo kado real ko within the budget gid di agio marat mo digital marketing aklo sa well reach ngi ete partner gidra sojit sak ak terge to ko obviously tira sila shawal matamos pe ay rogul resources sertil or masir gidal make sure eng batokal ada mo madang libelo traditionally gotem nemring ukti tergel o malalbak mar honeymooners di ela kada malas malguk muramas we can reach as many people as possible with digital marketing ete ada kadil support tegel ela time nda airline mang tamalas maloro lo ngelabatik osiga direct flights the president to the lurtik muklo to la mass marketing will help other airlines United China airline al time gigida motor til merbelo
gida Lord focus ay direct flights ra Shaval. The United is the biggest carrier tourist ra Shaval merbelo etigam la resume ay good flight til merbelo connect ra kwam that they used to have before mo ang ilay sa January no almost 600 passengers 530 am na Shaval merbelo so at least diriga maldiga msisi ayeng I mean msisi $1 mo mitu tayeng but slowly maral merbaben and that's why we really need to ramp up paigal marketing efforts agad Shaval United is ready to carry and in fact we just learned today United will have direct flights from Haneda and Morakwam starting in May so more opportunities for passengers and of course in Morakwam connected merbelo I'm more excited that I get special charter flights that would start and hopefully they become regular flights. Direkal sumnam da question ma minister October minister held sa tel minister Afar polo uko ay sige dramal exciting program I think namo about a year and a half do girel sel partnership rigida ma Guam Cancer Care no sa del sana MOU sila December material adra timra Guam Cancer Care amal dirigam ler bela ora tiam nomregal el Sunday amnar tel al weekend mira el en so comme ça al muluklo ay sige magal upebir activities ra MHHS sula
Sulang Mr. President mutulungi tutal mura beklat mo say tirigel adra Guam Cancer Care later last week gina madangil was sa dila president December last year kadam lesan MOU 3 sa partnership mukta kaningi awal ledel malal ako tumamalas sa malong seurigi del lol nga seur our cancer patients irgi access a more affordable therapy malubong mitigation sa awan na ongeru nga tadirek kalmol nga seurigi dra kuk to specialist ra at to ra guru ra kasino mal sa makral lol nga seurigi del al malartil may kita madingil sa nga niya kuk existing al partnership rig ita marwa canvas pa kama shinggong al kuk malar specialist sa direk kalmotara amadala uriol do uriol lobantari sa longede akuk tokora prevention ma screening tidirek kal willing el mail nga seurgi dra kuk tokora osisa ma prevention na tokora okubilarak del carcinoma mang sel mera last week ngani ako ra tara a patient el mesabe el ngosuir sel kuk tokora akar kita madingil wase tokora guru ra carcinoma gidel mura referral eselaming telgi belon ngosong sa coverage ra a healthcare fund del ngosuira adal niya require gal malmring la aral luguru ra carcinoma misaygida tara tokora audio lobantri hopefully in the next 2 months ikamama musam lugukura akut baklia process ra audio gidel lagay gidel tril el madal audio magda di Nungita adar media lo se da pastria te al ngi mut makli sa igiti igi bu ma announce sa kora formal process ra igi del lurio lo trending What I can say now in terms of the accessibility more affordable cancer treatment, close savings and more takadil more republic, but especially for cancer patients. Direkta tara swadal kora uay sering ilang ada matingilo sel bangel sel tax reform ang ni sel magit social assistance ma self fixed income social assistance ay tablot program lultimokra child raising subsidy wal kaldel program ng arsegi the tax reform act hindi sa kalo ay social at time magim la finalize ay mo regulations sa segi del informal magit social assistance ma fixed income mo through APA process so kung mes ra April ya mo usab edel announce ra application process sa deadline tirigel ku kadra magit masugra 15,000 and less el mamalar segi del social assistance program o sisil time ang direct kalmuto ba announcement tul kukire la next round la child raising subsidy ese ngara regulation 90 days after endra tax year makdomes ra ngara March 30 deadline na kuk application say kita madingil sa sila the roll out ter sera last year ang ngara 131 ngal ka amlo sabi il musel kuk child raising subsidy $100 per child mong kula di announce sa igang ya official announcement ta mo to direct sa dalo ay sa jaiga ngel intensive care nurse ra jaiga mlamay mga uriolo material nurse rigi del mo utilize sa brand new ICU facility dia brand new dim lamot tarak dia ka dos pe ringileng require sa gid training mo sa amlo meso sa mal way di sirang ra nurse sa dos pe tir maintain operation sa gid del vessel intensive care unit tangat-tangat kating ilul logiwa ngesura adra syabal direct kalsada law ay salwasing through rangesura Australia ya tartirgal toktang nigidel nabelaw Dr. Chun Rafael la mo sabel kuk nguate alel mo train and mo orthopedic doctor so segura part tra long term kuk human resource workforce development planning ida madingilo set tirigel current beso toktang tilo dra Cuba 4 wal blal polmer ka internship ngani terung dirga in the pipeline el mol ngaseo ra hospital di ka ko ra stagger tir tirigel ku ngani rungulil mo further training til mo ra ka cross specialty umur ang gidel Dr. Chun Rafael mo sa marian mo mala training ra ku guru ra iyu sa orthopedics sa direct consultant announcer say last but not least kung daswa other anti-human trafficking ako amlo mention na social media agimla notice la sem botoka ndakal botok ngania baby ra fake profile ra Ministry of Health and Human Services to kunya TikTok sa dalawa sa MHHS sa dakal TikTok profile makatadio maklat karabek la dalawa sa please source information legal official profiles ra legal kakrusel government agency including Rahel nga niya persuili si tilob namang kuha di so dalo ay silgiret sel demokrat ka adra bululo sa hindi ka rokul tokol nga ra social media official malubong marang mang daw ngit sa igit ra bekla de sulang man nga niya questions
Yadik soal di other seluk tora casino ma. Kita mendingan statistics amna todo hace 58% artigel rada mora el mosmer akasi amo casino ma. And I think awa celtara blol de sanga tablol ngara ikrel belal ngara gurun man mamatekata. Important part del programa mo milisir selo aset sel ngar belam la career hopefully eventually mo say the lingar tiang Twitter tira wala chemo mga siya agora long term plan I think we kada develop a capacity given bring people back to be with their families los pangos sa dira tara ko toklo lukurun sa dal help ni radam kabong
ya point tingin din ko ra mo ka
kabong
ay kal sa Almoria ko ra lista yung official social media sa yung different ministries yung lugar lang mga upload share ay yung magimol if we have a list mo what we can share just suggestion
da manuel undaso maybe we should prepare a list. Sula, one question.
Yes. Minister President, Commissioner Tegi del cancer treatment. Nalakalwid ang dinakal beginning na administration you're talking about maybe setting aside a space for that kind of treatment. Doktor Tirgel el mong may awan na cancer na mil sa pabiling alata patient tan mura olpi na kalulaw el wasing tomora ang lat Taiwan mura the process and the every so many months and girel mo malara treatment cost ang ilmo may ako medosisium arala treatment mang tial kami tialo relabang kela kwam cancer care ngari niya ako other ways other resolution on more the problem because this is not it's been going on for decades I think ngara ko ra beside kwam ako ko maldi depend kwam to provide that care ngari niya ako other services in the pipeline.
Wai sai sulang ra malungil gerelay akum das sing seguido de la president kodo ko omes tiang te al de ko pilot ra a process sa ideology ngi hopefully al makatmok kon mungil sa ideology approach baby ra a partners and indirect to ko ra a cost may timing limitation sa national health insurance kung das 35,000 ra year sa bel extend mo 2 years mo 70,000 hindi lula HCF at time direct kalgiral amot chance al wasen sa bel dingar belaw mala treatment mo coverage lila time ang walgira mil ngara of island ya kang usay gid benefit so agi direct lamom sa daring ira ko border HCF hindi atara tel to era malasam el establish ra ko oncology unit or hospital makatotal to hindi tara limitation sel ayel chemotherapy infuse klo amakat magila to ko also sa bring may masel medical waste sel bio waste so igigid ako pebira ko ra maklo tutelel dia ko tas hindi gira dal malgutmok kun mawngil mong pero ako to ko ra sa hospital as el monex press conference hindi of course do mesra numbers so bagay dilo president malan na mo gid dalom dasura oncology unit or some support system el ngaringi belaw le do mesra IDC ra adal smer at time mother project el most smer in the future adi maran morba so do ko ra o mesra say
and that's why process of continue building capacity building partnerships but at the same time what equipment for example kadam la ang wa besel MRI rigid na besel CAT scan al may ay help rigid ra diagnosis le tara vlada batiganino se selsum kada momeo del mitigra rakt kadeba te lir kadeba klar til survive it has to be a combination of things that'll help prevention side help detecting early getting treatment earlier so that more effective al treatment and then of course so Guam Cancer Care has been helping Guam has also been going through that transition so that's there's something we can learn from them. Sula.
Last question, President. If I'm not mistaken, ministry namin sa kaon mura Senate and more sel board sel mo
hospital authority
administration yaoy ang waras taro sa sila.
Kung wala sa board alam na mo. There are two more confirmed there, but almost.
Ultuta Presidente, kung maluwilan mo dahil akong tigim basangat tilang mang tigim mo yate mang kukupos kami ultas ma question. Kung Mr. Presidente kung naskora A+, naikil tigingin mo mura outside the way lang. So mabir kaul mura Republicans sa Senate, naikil tupot kasta kaul mani isa bisara tutaw. Malobrado ay kalto ko yung mahalit por sigil mabir kaul keskat pas ka questions. Ako te silmabir kaul kadilulwa siya ngaria offer el may lomge kay kal room offer national me lomge kay kal hotel room bela ngaria offer ruses 20 million ra 2 acres el call center ma question o sing ay kal offer ikal tablor offer nilor ka personally al uben noraba a minister state ma with official len ngora kumam la media kimla ka kare ko adri ka kimwes kamu ay sa sigid kingilu sigid mit clear arada kong resam bigel nga kamal umra sigid gel adam bigel aram di am reliang ali pasaigal supplemental budget ma umeru elasil tigingen lo se di alam to de galo do me ngangi tigel leaders ngar belau el do business lo tira sina temol ko ul mo flip patial dolong lela belau ma taiwan ko sina magora question na kasi tigat watan leaders murgorti leaders nga complement na olbil maru administration lo tin leaders nga outside say kita tataragel lego murgo baidik chude ngartia ko morat adik ka question nga abdik paskara ko mora special prosecutor bemotre lal sins indir ka SP alla ase 6 months Attorney General appoint interim SP menir gaul se mo appoint ke regular gire leke ngaringi sel el geisra adawli IOA el soal mon musul del modia kakel keislen ngaria decision na korte na tom lo sen dia sen el assistant SP el om era government soal mon musul like man maklol geis madire geis pending el sils el mal under investigation sa loral ingel spin de lo ase to ga felony cases under investigation in the complex min kirel mal mol el ay ken kirel ger mang alsko mal obrada ke dik paska pa ida wa ku mesa ke interview gaw de malungin di igual amel wase ku ketlis ko mas mama medical information mal bring sel ku mula information out to swim lato ko mo mesa nga outside bolto mo
Ile kami ganut. Ela kata satter sel. Kami satter kam pakta igel bebila mul mul obes mo kan mutu mori mandana. We will have one question at a time. Di gotrule kidam dengel wase ablu ramrigel. Amle proposal wase tial tora kam pakta igel ngarsel supplemental budget. Mga dora amlani hop rigel wase tial al supplemental budget lo migela Ukraine ma Israel ala area teledan المرايل وملاريا فرصة البابلينغام غامل البريزنت ريال كالديل بلو لو مكلات كرام ريال واسياليا أكتوبر 1 أسيام لاي تاج نجريل متقور شيء التايم يقوم يوم لا يتيس التايم المديلي يسال ما يسيجي ده أدرى ريال بلو ما مطريب لسوي بغرنير تيال دلولي ده واسيتيام مرال مم سيسي مرال مم بيتوت غورا سيل eroding of confidence من ريال يملوس التدل البريزيدنت ما رجل ديم لانديفيدوال كلوس دي سيدرويس واسال لاستل دل سيلفا بير سيد الميلسال تيلوبرا نيوز سيملور تريال سيناتورز التريال بلاد ميترتير تريال سرا over the times in the Washington ten negotiation compact يقدم مستري example رجل influencer بلور سينار al سرا بلور بلاو اي جيد تبلور تقول دول صادر السلسله اي جام لا حبنا بلور بلاو سل ايديرا كول سنتر رويرا دا سرا ضرور تن امناري امساد الجيران ديقال دايركتلي منا عندي ملاي امساد مقام لا تملا 2 kilometers را بلور انغرت ماو if you recall سل مغا اي سي ريفرنس موريغال تقول نادو سرا of course سرا ضرور ما نجل امباسادورا اسينا امني دايركتلي مغا دورا غلاسي con mal di switch en obie garogul hotel turist takmer drasinal maiga adi ulaklat kan mortigal salidro asa yel tilur komi aigid digda derigna mdino ase president of senate has been on record el supporter ablu rasina in fact most recently mlarisel resolution el tilo ba. I don't know if you remember the resolution or a Senate el walom toga a misel sel mera blur belo. Oye, sel al sumo como sel resolution and exactly o si se clear la blur asina al mora igal blur atayo lo hace. We need to maintain peace, escalate, create a risk el morablo. So al sumo como da igal togo sel dolus mortigal senator seguida cuando me hace. Ayayida issues ra bluma. Ara adra bluma ma already ta sebo garandir atial kami ospera bluma. Edegam motirak laigel kami ngara narmur al selat lebil. Mang sea ulang moria klolo do bula sea kita kadal kira del mutro mesertial del willer gin. Mang ayayida Adomes, di kita belakang kerada belal na demonstrate o sea a klausel ergidra mengela ataiwang am sisi am lemol sisi omara ratko lo ase ngire dal magalo mengela blul kita taumara ergidra to sisu maria respect kita rule of law maria kabanga Gadomara Tora democracy, Michichung government. Sel dong regel interview ya adoso dem lisi se kita omarang lo se through the democratic process etel kampakta amotoi. Ding sometimes in dekal sal this modeling al blura sinan di order a shieng di mrael di amrigela dekal sal se la Biden lo isel di order en mrael en girel motrura a process di wayida dangar belau.
Mabir ka buktim lora Republican ra Senate, dimna ka mora Democrat ra Senate, ma Republican ma Democrat ra House.
Amlor tirgel kita amle mitter tir.
Dimna
direk nama angani amla mora House. So just to give you some information, no ser 24 senators assigner a Bavier el mutro el sisbara sel el tora compactara a sel supplemental. It failed to pass.
Mel mutra la sindical sis.
Oh, lo degal 6% supplemental. This supplemental a miran mora house e madra house. Ngod tilo ding and this is the interesting part sa dadulya sa Geluk Republican el chairman of foreign affairs sa house el McCall au kulay so se agimo make sure tiat mura supplemental and mura hindi tia importante ni grel marayan. Ikita dim ding lo sa blue ram rigela iga tiga di solo il malak credit to aset tiak to trade toy intangelo babanderangan an mo score tiak toy mela el aruk Republican sa house ko sen tiak tiang ara magi moruli gida di soda al merul ma cloud to tell information al bora our congressman mar constituents tir mang nakamal open interview hindi tiga outside mal sorry interview mang. In fact, I'm not ten el interview akari. Everything from the Diplomat to NBC News to Forbes to anyway, got him ran told, but Sydney Tribune. Anyway, mal batok. So RNZ live on ABC News Australia. Actually, interview kita ABC News Australia. Turkey say what can Australia do? Makasi mal biot. I guess per el $2 al sebele di motto da $2 scamam. Ndi quasi adire al taramal si iruli, adire al communicate ro mangela u selimil adram rigelo se motir kliat al bile gidat makal ngartial el tayo lo mra ay molto koy. Mang malembre da Foreign Minister Penny Wong al uk reporter se akplamadora ambasadora Australia Ramrigel el mamadora Congress Ramrigel adire mamadora ambassador li kuduli tingin se sel Taiwan caucus sel uk tigwalo dubra supportra Taiwan is the largest caucus or the US Congress House ma kuduli tingin se uk mamadora ngel lam te gamin Washington el oral mestri trigger ngara house el mala support trigger tial toy mang mulwai so aseng no sabrian that was about 2 weeks ago di gida ngara yer rogol ul daul el make sure amrigela amdangli lo ase momdangli lo ase tia cloud to tre or udul girel kut makli leng kami ang tokal albang ng Miguel tangara senkyong beota da adi lopes sige da ukto al bora sideline sige da dekal so adam close to trela adol molmal lo aisra a media makmana sula media serta ngodo dak pranga sulir seluk te al el tira way through that media tigal ala isirgi da mablura am Miguel am dangla issue and hopefully in mega decision amre at that time.
Status na SP, Michael, WIOA case pending.
Ayel seluk tora da SP mral digar adal apply. So one of our challenges are recruiting. Ngam na mo gila the more point as kada raise a salary akna ok ma madur amrigelo ase maybe sil di sendera I want to tigal a US attorney gamil merbela. Na ambassador say I'm going to see if I can tria already adal dos per SP has to be at a higher level and dekal tigal gora di inexperienced rather alla ideally kadamala adal ngara US attorney or a retired military or ngara yegidal level they are willing al mela tibang hari ududir sigeda. That's one of our biggest challenges. I mean team done legal counsel amlar officer gida lurolo bangyad sera top der tel oran moram real ududel am lewa ewala ay so sel ududel suganir bela maka it's a challenge. It's a challenge magada kaya selo asem magada attract radal mel soril me sacrifice de on seorigit bring na dosing radal mang I think and that allows us to I think talk about some other issues idam dingilo asem tara duluran mril gira la asem magara masaudu dira magdam langa saudu dira adra ngara government hindi kita mol الميرا rather house masenet el passer el tora minimum wage and this is the reality of blue out ara la claro adimna kadilnga serbelo nila sar blue out rogir mang selanga sar la claro audit ra da gire la mungel mara alagen we're falling behind and that's one of our challenges maular ngia damrael aulang bring la dollar arab ngira mo understand lo say ngira la sel ala la ngok la ngira el magal marael akora ngartianga Minister of Finance oktim laga telel momodado dimale to activity ringira tel lomregal el wig man kotrula dame dorang asulen no se lo to da el taxi fund ramal mre at the time oe ya di sokal chira beber statistics el bodo dingi mle 1527 article ad amla private sector we see of course 1470 ang government. Yeah, the government thing 722 amlara state government, 521 angara national government, 168 angara state-owned enterprise like PPUC PNCC, 9 angara semi government agencies. Triggerada no sé el multiari fund, triggerada el cedro así. Totoluchu or trigger hotel misuga masaludo dal other belao mang kada mrenga sula ministera o mesertira tamal service sometimes en mringen di bebra time mobet sel ngara collection side en tibul mringen di sel ngara distribution en tibul beot ma ministera malo ngara rum bekaltam le ngara distribution e ngara collection oy say part of the overall tax reform el gidam saadani of course el alsilse kadamira adra senate mahouse el passer sel supplemental al budget el madres la pension kadam la sende qalsada al gatra pension diriga adres la PPUC malagal al gata service aral el mol ngari rates brother reduce and Mr. Urudon, ayer rogul funding amal dingar tax legon. Dega un tax fund ayer activity mun. Umra lo sabe bera timing morarud, mgador si sakara drablu lo government ayer los pay tax. Diga dingar state government alone, a state government budget of 14 million. That entire amount comes from taxes. Dega ngara leng ka gidam dinga do dar kam pakta dega self fund state. Ga olbira kalula 6 million madringa na budget ri. Entire money comes from local revenues. Ayemot makal tablong el million. So just give you an idea, tell budget. So how much we have to collect, lead take care of state government, ma all bill before about the pension, ma yes, ma PUC, my girl, I'll be able. And I think what's important, I got Udo, I'll do their other below, I got all Masur other below. Minister, I'll give you the floor if you want to talk about el programa el dribble definition implementary as a kuda. El sel gora mo aisini mnania gora wal ceremony ra PR a few days ago, and maybe you can update us, Minister, your ministry.
Thank you, Mr. President, and good morning to everyone, my fellow ministers and media here today, those listening on air. We're very proud to have been able to launch Azukuda World, which is a automated customs entry system that's being used in over 100 countries around the world, and soon in 15 Pacific Island countries. This was a collaboration over the last 2 years with the help of Japan, with the help of the EU, and with United Nations, UNCTAD, UN Commerce and Trade Agency. We were fortunate to be able to get a consultant in for the past 2 years to help develop the systems and the procedures to adopt this program. It is a modern system that provides us a lot of opportunity to improve our economic potential by making it a lot easier for people to make entry for goods into the Republic. It also allows us to capture a lot more of that information and use it to inform us on making better decisions on economic planning. So we were able to launch the event on Tuesday at the PRR, Palau Royal Resort. It was a public event. We invited the business community to come and witness the launch, as well as to see the actual program and affiliated developments like the website at the event, and to ask questions directly from the staff. I think the event went really well. There's a lot of positive feedback, and there are, of course, some teething pains and adjusting to a new system, but I think the business community is very excited for the opportunity to see this development happening in Palau. We're the first in Micronesia to adopt the Azukuda World system. The next country will probably be FSM. Following FSM, most likely RMI. And then we understand Guam is considering adopting the same system. That's significant to us, since a lot of our goods come either through Guam, or some of the goods that we export go to the Guam market. This will help facilitate a lot of that trade between the countries, and inform us on exactly what's happening in terms of trade between our different countries. So we're very excited for that event to have been achieved this week. The next step for us with customs will be the introduction of a single windows processing center. So it'll be much easier for everyone to engage with the Customs Bureau or immigration clearances, different types of services through the government. This would be the equivalent of the one-stop shop, but in digital form. And again, part of our overall e-government, e-commerce initiatives that we're driving for the Republic at the Ministry of Finance. So I'm surprised we didn't invite a lot of the media to the event yesterday, but we can arrange a separate meeting with Bureau of Customs if necessary.
Sel wilaysa tiana mo erura kal duro ring. Gidam dengela seng gol do mulai gal besel to amringen. Di tiang digitizer tiar customs clearing process. Namo da kababir. Kadiga ngar officer gitu kut mokla belinga de oduro kal mga tama clear em ro Malo de atam na mga lain. I mean, it completely changes the way we do things. Marami nga sula other customs they've been working in this for 2 years. Nasil gut makli launching. Idiri kan nga sula la private sector. Kadam na saying when every time you start something new, maringan. They've gone along with us and be able to adapt. Yes, the first month because it's almost been a month.
Yeah.
And those pairing what tari mga regel. Sa do saying teething manu mo ora mo maringan anding. We've made it through and so the American congratulate the efforts of the ministry other private sector da kaloro giret to koy. E the private sector tiyo rogul adal ngale klalo lochis para blur belo. Miracle this other lo aisro se tial system man miskita togolungil information statistics magiwara dimla do korse quickly ngora ni tial dashboard lo tilo se maigal klalo ngargel bulul me oise ambassador shabalam le do kamam le del tobo sil tial number 1 import dosia do la klalo il blue amrigel oise number 1 amrigel 8 million according to around the number ya bora shabal in 1.7 million emro tia dimle wala skune ma ya sina en 800,000 mga angal ambassador atel sina wala dimral merbab but it's important for our partners and madengelo say what is going on gito da mara ya klalo get of course the first month things change that's the kind of information I'll help Ridra facilitate trade. Melang upla masomero kasi makaramro da trade show of the more Japanese business in Berbera. Yeah, same thing with Australia and so forth. Mal kloal bolong aswirigid. Save a time, long term. Save a cost. Namo da do sirak sa mga tokol babier. Namo da filing cabinet. Di mo itaya rogo mutadiri ko luay sa sell. Of course, it's stored in the cloud. Well, not the cloud, but stored ngari servers ng Arbelao. Idri nga servers ng Malaysia. Pansum ngari tamal Arbela baka pangara Malaysia. So just to make sure ngari backup. So LAD we want to challenge and make sure that PNCC is up all the time.
Of course. Tiyan mo sa ating maldim lukura aklalo di important mebelo.
Why see? Ama export.
And export.
Export. Kale ko mutial elabo tial tukura labor kau kan tengah belum apply lo sigarat ngar erul boil
That's a different ministry.
ada agri kau sih tiang dia kamu since teknologi mai kamu mau labor sel malu tigel employers rakyat mau didurut ada longel office lo sih especially even agrimara even farmer wa example na ngerul boil mate do akmora imoro office mau office akpor office ra immigration na koreungem tarbuil. Lesel na po.
Di mo mamarede? Kung magiging kasi plus ay yung na.
Oh, dia ako karakter ka. Kung isel mo tirga nga mo beod ma. Kasi ay yung technology ma pesulas. Hindi kami mong mortiam ay kalobis di next door mo obisa SS ma tax. I mean it's wild.
Halos sa open na one stop ngirama kan amal di mo smooth aro.
Okay. No paperless
Paperless. Then we should get to that stage, the processing and a permit side. That should be the next.
Yeah, and the payment.
Payment.
Di permit kita sa every all time ra labor mo online ruli. Including ra yedal historical mong kumal dingar officer ko. Di mo website ra mam. Mr. Kosola mal mudura tretelel. Blol surfer also.
Okay.
Question, Minister, about when the PGST started. There was a bunch of consumer complaints about because when you have a value of something over, you have to pay PGST, and there was a lot of questions coming. A lot of people calling me to try and see what happened. So I asked Customs, and they said that they were working on it because it was an inconvenience to a lot of. So will this help with that? Because when I asked the Customs earlier in the year when PGST started, when people who get things over 400, they had to help them do the paperwork and stuff. So will this system be make that process faster?
You're asking different questions, Mark. When you're talking about 400, you're talking about a personal exemption. So those are individuals who are filing entries for personal goods that they're bringing into the country. That's usually dealt with at the post office, which is also a port of entry that you can file online with the Azakuta system. But the system itself does accommodate for individuals, but the preference is to work through brokers. For most people, we don't import through the post office every day. If we are importing like housing goods, for instance, it'll usually be cleared through the port. Yes, it will become easier for those who are have a good record of compliance. So one of the features of this new system is a change in our procedures. So if you are a good importer, we can declare you as a green lane customer. If you go to some countries, there through the customs line, you'll see a green lane with nothing to declare, and then you just walk through. We want to have that level of service for our customers. If you're fairly new, then maybe it's a yellow lane where we do some inspection, and then of course a red lane where we check everything. In this way, the services at the different ports of entry, like the post office, could be streamlined to make it easier for you to import. But your question is an issue of entry and then an issue of tax. The tax threshold is 400, and if you import over that amount, then we have to file an entry form.
The complaint that people were asking me to look over was there's personal items that go over, the customs holds it, and then they tell them to file paperwork, so that's what was the issue. Sometimes they would help them file the paperwork, and sometimes they would ask them to go and file paperwork, which they would go around asking because they've never done it before. So that's what I was
Yeah, we will still help people. If they've never done it before, then obviously that's something that we should help them with. But what I would recommend is if you are importing something that's over $400 worth over the exemption, you can prepare the paperwork before your goods arrive. And that will help speed up the process when you receive your goods.
President, the last question na kaldin mo mortial, babil nga mamlo viral ma international media mal ating ilun. So kadamdal usya babil mora kongganis sa Blam Rigel. El express sel sa bakren alwasi. Alam kat maklital wachet tang sa el segi dal guk sina mel soyi sa mauulang ablur bela o itia sina mo recognize o itia Taiwan mo recognize la sina. Makali kasi so how okay two parts. Ako tang wasi ay siguro mga Amerikana end up pal jakal paskit tial budget el alang ko malten sa politics el gukto mes let's say for example in dakal happen el angeng and what's going to happen sel guk next el babilnge mangarat ang ngaram botoral sel. Ya obang gel siya say so how real is this threat that alam kat mo kutyang sa belaw o itiat Taiwan mo rasina pwede siya kaudo siya malagay
okay sel toner wa bilinga da dal sing it's imminent mo say sel continue a blur ambrigel el legal release en garalen emnitu tertial del wildergid ma ngadi ko sadre lang aktrigal sel modura da ambrigel ma sadre sel agreement tra 2010 قديم لك القط مقلين مو 2018 ما شيء ما قاسي أي كذا أروح لأرا أورين ما سبق كرين أنا أضرب بلور بلاو ما تمو questioner تيال دا إيجا تيال دا الويلر جيد ما أدري قال تيال دا الويلر كمان لما قلت تايوان ما point كذا واسي مرلي عنار أليو ما لقال لولمول ما سبق كرين ما را سيل التيل المم إيتوتا ablur ambrigel al sel ablur balo igid am dangel wase تكام ناسينا agreement تمام بس كده أوضو ده لا قبل بس كده ما يشوه سه ملاقيم بترقر تيال politics kami bobe politics kami di melihat ada ulang ngui rablu ramri ada ngui rablu mang I think segida a message kita muramri we're not giving them an ultimatum, we're just reminding them say aygal action kami ayga mengitu tersel el klaumerang raraf el gira rablu ramri itu arti el sel rablu belau ako maklat kertil wase tial Western Pacific mang saya giril kergi kering oh yeah
jadi last question ang kale di korkawe minister utuit koradi comment and kora came up with the tax fund. Understand the Amlara radio experience, so pardon me for asking the question again. Sel ngani baby are adult tira amnedal eligible because it status tira own small business owners and they were paying their salaries, but they were told that eligible because it there's sole proprietorship. Can you explain that a little bit more?
Our initial discussions when it came to determining eligibility for those sole proprietors who were paying themselves a salary, that they would be eligible. So declaring them not eligible is something I'll have to go and check with the office on. The practice that we were recognizing was caused by the Social Security office, who used to tell people in determining your benefit payments that you had to make for the Social Security office, you could change what you owed if you had paid yourself a salary. So we wanted to recognize that previous practice and not penalize people for setting their salaries based on that policy from the Social Security office. So if there was a change from that time when we were planning the refund to when we actually issued the refund, I need to confirm that with the tax office. The system we have for income tax, which is what people call it, is not really an income tax. It's a salary and wages tax. So as a sole proprietor, paying yourself a salary is something that's recognized commonly in the United States as a business expense. But here in Palau, people have been doing it for other reasons, including the Social Security's requirement as a way to lower your tax liability. So we wanted to recognize that and then look at it more closely depending on how many people are involved, how much money we're talking about, and make a policy decision and put that out to the public.
So if they are assumed small business retail pay salary, they're paying the withholding tax to the government. Are they eligible?
Yes, that was the plan in the beginning when we had discussed those category of salary owners. Of course, so for instance, if you were in the States and you were a business owner, you could pay yourself a salary, and that salary would be recognized if you were working, doing something for the business. If you were just basically sitting at home letting somebody else run the business, that wouldn't really be considered, a business expense. So that would be the difference in how we look at whether it should be eligible or not. But we didn't want to have that discussion up front. We just wanted to say, if you're practicing that now, we'll recognize that. Any taxes you paid, if you're underneath the 15,000, we'll go ahead and refund that to you.
Okay. Mal so mangaringi ardim lakal sel between the 11 ma 15 el dim lakal e kong le tulong da so say this is the statement telling you la sa kami eligible le sole proprietorship. Hindi ka sa iril ka may kora finance claim niya lubang la car of a deadline.
No, if you were eligible, and for instance, in this your example, or you just didn't pick up your check, that money will be available to you for the foreseeable future. We may cancel the check, but when you come in to claim it, we'll reissue a check for you. So yes, you can come and talk to the tax office. I will discuss with the director this particular issue, and we'll see if we can reach out to those people, put out a public announcement so they can come in and pick up their funds.
Okay, so no problem.
Just last question on that. I have a case, somebody came and said, I made 14,000 in one job and then 5,000 in a part-time job. Then so it went over 15,000. So they did not give him the refund. He said, what about if I report only the one, the big one, and the small one? So, I mean, is that...
Illegal, yes, that's illegal. And it's not yourself who reports it, it's the employer who reports it. So you're also creating a legal problem for the employer as well.
Can the employee choose that only one to report and then get the refund for it, and then disregard the small amount?
Is that a legal opinion?
Yeah, no, I'm asking. I mean, what does the law say?
No, the law says that if you are earning an income, your employer needs to withhold salary and wages withholding and remit that to the tax office. At the end of the year, you need to file a W-2, and that's what the tax office uses to determine eligibility for the refund.
But if the total amount exceeds 15,000,
you're not eligible.
Then you don't get anything.
I see.
And
technically, you have received, through the tax reform, we lowered the second tier threshold 2%. So, some people don't realize, but your tax liability has already gone down because of the tax reform.
It used to be 12%.
But I guess the government just said, okay, we just choose one. You choose one. The government is because one of the reasons why these guys make small money is because they have to make ends meet, and it's so you say, okay, we just refund you on the big salary, but small one we don't. I mean, as a government,
you have to report all salaries, right?
Even though assuming that the report is made, but as a policymakers, as a government says, okay, just choose that. We'll just pay you on the bigger amount, the smaller amount with this regard. And you cannot change the law.
Under the law, that would be illegal, and the company would get penalized, and the employee would get penalized, right? So, I guess we would have to change the law. Would be the. I think I get the malodra alla, the tirak alla relang, and sell, give the combine I get a good income. So. Ding karaw da sila sa druk mo subari.
Hindi ako promise mo uli na.
Gida da mura tab sulur. Mai se mang kada sulang. Di last el wala di soden mo dulia the mrenga sulera dra marine law the maria tablo rescue tem lo mregal Sunday look na rescue tigel the vessel fishermen makada adere gardi maklat karadro saying always be safe course sa earth mangarang especially in gidro tirak rayel niya tora safety so the so the shout out to more marine law mga sulir tirma rangers tirablol makalurior al masabak le ono certi lupnam tamal malubatam la armida lastly of course, lang February 21, ang Togobetzel Sils, Trigay del Pasang clear. So let's wish them a very happy birthday. Elway Ikeda, Bureau of Revenue and Tax. Severino Lorenzo, Bureau of Public Safety. Madiregal Buik Pelau Roman, Gangara Ministry of Health and Human Services. Dictelia Lasta. Argam siga mo 84 el silsma. Happy birthday. Tangara tangara blue rangara long re lang makwadi share out margaro mo 84 mrenga sula Dios mestria will helder tire of course dol mol makal tanga tertire lastly tigadri gala amal togobet sila al weekend dirigal al weekend the celebrator aburdera His Majesty Emperor Naruhito February 23 tadi mokwi gide madi mrenga sula bekla adal belaw artiartele druk mlado du emal lokmangal di ti ako plengo del press conference ga di un mulo kom di ogera question na drongol mon moraen di ngir selo aise okay ndi kada mo mrurin kada mrurin mo beotra adra blun mo understand the issue e mo yatele bekla drogera ger mo komran misula no mrenga sula media ko blon artial man mo kaman di kom de utakan
Presidente bu ay sakalo sa tim regara baseball national samlom sisi mo champion rela.
oh
Ya sila tim regara ira amlong erung. Gaya minister nga se malili kal kung mo umura March 15. Sa first game. Di mo ba ako mesa
Siguren siya sa kakotso.
May se. Ako mesa ka cricket mo ba mo chase me. Ba yakyu eh.
Ay, se cricket ahora wir kom der sam du lo yakki. Ni di dong lebe. Diwa, mram sula.